I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
I'm not.
Shaboom!
Whoa, dude! Did you hear the very last lick in that?
I did.
You know how I did that?
How'd you do that?
You know how that happened?
Oh no!
Look at that. Yeah. That guitar is now a headless.
Wow.
Look at that.
That was an awesome intro tune, though, dude.
Thank you, man.
Wow. Yeah, it was great.
What'd you do?
I finished the song and the headstock just busted off.
Wow.
No. Actually, earlier today, the guitar took a dive and just like hit the floor. And I'm bummed, man, because this was the Bo Zeke Wolfgang, man.
Oh, wow.
And it's I might know somebody who can maybe fix it for me. So we'll see. But hey, I'm sorry to bring the show down already.
Broken headstock. Not the first time, I would think.
No, actually, I have another guitar that the headstock busted off years ago on tour, and I had it fixed, and it's been fine ever since. So it'll probably be okay, but still, it's a bummer because this is a Japanese. This is the neck everybody wants, and
the
now
nice special neck, yeah.
It's this,
yeah.
So,
well, you got to get another neck.
I'm sure one of those guys you used to work with, like when you were talking about when you were building guitars. I'm sure you can get it fixed by one of those guys. Doesn't
yeah.
Who am I thinking of? Don't mind me. I'm having a brain fart. Zipkin. Doesn't Zipkin fix
oh, that's right.
That kind of stuff? Yeah, like really. I mean, I've seen Zipkin's fixes, and
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
I'll just drop off the guitar to him. He'll fix it.
Yeah, I think
good
that's
idea, man. Thank Ben Tom, everybody. Thank you. I didn't even think of that.
Welcome, everybody. Halenville, goodness.
Wow.
What's going on?
Yeah. Yeah. So I want to say muchos gracias to Johnny Beane. Yeah.
Thank you.
Helping us get this thing all put together. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, yeah, it's gonna be fun. This is great because usually I'm the one behind, the scenes and everything. I don't have to do nothing.
You don't have to do anything.
I'm just sitting here, Although I still have, I've got a computer here, I still have to have my regular setup of stuff, and
Yeah.
you know. But
All right.
this is awesome.
We're going to do this every week at this time. And we're going to cover a wide range of Van Halen topics, all sorts of stuff, music and the tours and gear and everything in between. Absolutely everything in between. I'm excited. So yeah. Yeah.
Definitely.
And I couldn't do this without you, Johnny. I wouldn't even go there without you. So we appreciate you and
Thank you.
everything.
Well, it's great. It's great to be here.
Yeah.
This is
So
awesome.
thanks. How's it going, Tommy?
Good. Got a lot done today. You know, boring stuff you don't want to hear about, just domestic stuff, but got a lot done.
Yeah,
That
I got a
was
lot
good.
done too. Yeah.
How about
Yeah.
you, Johnny? How are the chickens?
Delicious.
Delicious. How many
they're
are
fine.
left?
They're good. 5.
5 left.
5 of them, and yeah, they're good. They're pets. You know,
Yeah.
we have a great time. Ned is here somewhere. Ned Halen.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know, he's
Nice.
running around, and yeah, it's it's Sunday. You know, so it's recovering from yesterday. Yesterday was a big. The Friday for me. If anybody that's new to me, my name's Johnny, and I do shows Fridays and Saturdays, and it's just like a 1-2 punch of just insanity, especially the Saturday nights, or we call it Straturday nights, Saturday Night Live we call it, and
Last night's show was insane.
yeah, a lot of fun.
It was awesome.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh goodness.
Be careful. I can do that to this too.
Oh hell. Here we go.
The quarter speed.
Let's bring in another guest tonight. Michael the Captain Smith, right there.
Whoa.
Hello.
Hey man,
What is
I feel like I just saw you.
Yeah, it was the last time I saw you. It was a little rowdy.
That was that's how this happens.
Oh, dude, really?
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, it took a dive earlier today. I was back there. All of a sudden, I heard like a pretty much.
Holy shit, that sucks.
Yeah.
The
The guitar.
panel, by the way, I'm sorry. I'm already starting off.
Michael, you can say whatever you want here, man.
There's
yeah.
no
You can stand up. You
Yeah.
can do whatever you want, dude.
You remember, you're the captain. You're running the ship.
Yeah, dude.
He said ship.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll get it right next time.
Well, thank you for inviting me on, and congratulations on the new set off with the show, man. This is awesome.
Thanks. Nice to see you. Thanks for being here.
Absolutely, man. Good to see
Yeah.
you. Good to see Bent, Johnny, of course, and everybody in the chat room, man. Awesome stuff. Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
So you're
another.
going to be predominantly, obviously, Eddie, right? I mean, that's what the whole gig's about.
It is.
Cool.
Eddie, Alex, Dave, Michael, Gary,
Van
Sam,
Halen universe.
the Van Halen world. You got it. All things Van Halen.
Cool, man.
Yeah. Right
Michael,
here.
I gotta ask you off the bat. Have you posted in Caleb's new group yet? You know what I mean?
Yeah, Dave versus Sammy.
Yeah.
I went on there for like 20 minutes and was like, I'm gonna be here for 5 hours. I better put my phone down.
Yeah, that's the gloves are off in that room. I can tell you that much.
So easy to rile people up though. It's hilarious. Like
Oh,
they take the bait every time.
Absolutely. Oh my god, it gets them all pissed. Funny as shit, though. I think.
I say that stuff all day long. You know, I run a group on Facebook, Van Halen 1974 to 2020. I'm calling it, and all day long, it's that stuff. And what I told Caleb, I think was it last night. I was telling him that, you know, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, you know, the internet. Well, not the internet. Specifically, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. They don't like negativity. They like everything positive, everything great, rainbows, you know, all that stuff. And anything negative, they don't dig. And YouTube, yeah. But with Facebook, with, you know, the Van Halen group that I run, you know, I mean, you know, people report stuff, and I can choose to delete stuff and bring out the band hammer, you know, whatever. But Facebook will actually just delete stuff on its own. Like, it'll tell me. It'll say, "Hey, we've you know, deleted this and this and this," and it's all like people just fighting about stuff, you know. So I was telling Caleb last night, I'm like, dude, you know, the more people get crazy in there, you know, you'll find Facebook will just start deleting the stuff,
stop pulling them away
automatically.
I made this meme just to
throwing people,
you know, when you trigger people.
Con Air, right?
Yep.
That's it.
Paul, I saw that movie.
That's a good movie.
His group is asking for it. He accepted me this morning, and yeah, he's gonna get it. Yeah, it's coming.
Tickle the beast.
But that's what he wants, man.
Yeah.
That's what he wants. He's like, he literally says, bring it on.
Too.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like, bring it on, man. Yeah, Rising Havoc. Yep, exactly. Rainbows and unicorn farts.
There you go.
Oh, God.
We got a bunch of people in the chat.
Have a good one, Laz. Let's see. We've got Thomas Santiago, Music Therapy Laz, says he can't stick around in family time with his beautiful lady, and Roxy, of course. So he's going to watch the rerun. Half Ace is here. Lenny Lou and Mary in the gold wheelchair, and Sandra Picorni, Zach Thong. Let's see who else. We have Absolute Mayhem, the botanist extraordinaire, Jeff K, Charles Green, Mr. CK, who we found out last night, earlier last night. Remember, Tony, how many shows he had been to?
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
Like over 1,000.
Over 1,000 concerts attended.
Yeah. And what was his Rush?
Man.
100 and some
Rush is over 100. Yeah.
Yeah, like 135.
Yeah.
He's definitely.
I've seen Van Halen upwards of 30 times. I thought that was like pretty cool. 100. Now Rush is my second. Rush is the second. So.
Yeah, Rush. He went and saw him over 100 times.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
You guys are deadheads. That's what they did for a living. They literally followed the Grateful Dead, right?
Hey, what's up, Brandon? There you go. 125.
125. Wow.
Hey, Brendan.
How you doing, Brendan? That is insane. That's awesome stuff, man.
Tony, what's your Van Halen concert body count?
42.
Wow. 42.
Yeah.
Wow.
I only watched them once on that last tour.
Yeah. So you've seen them 42 times?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nothing better than a Van Halen show, man.
Oh, nothing.
Not even close.
Mm-hmm.
Rush is close to me because I love them, but and Johnny loves them. Johnny loves them too.
I heard it's Johnny's favorite band, right?
Yeah, we should start a chat room just for that. So watch me and Johnny go at it.
A Van Halen show is like Christmas at 11 years old.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've watched them once or twice, a couple of times, but where I live, it's a bunch of venues near me, so I would watch them each tour a bunch of times. So
that's how living in New York at the time in the Bronx. They had the 3 main menus, and I would go around every time they'd come. I'd go to see all 3 shows. Sometimes they had 2 shows at the Garden or 3, and if they were there, I was there.
Yeah.
Now, did they play? Did they ever play like out at Jones Beach?
Yes, and I saw them there. Wait, Jones Beach. Hold on. No, let me change that. I did not see them at Jones Beach. They came there the last time, I think on the last tour.
Last tour they played Jones Beach.
Yeah, they played Jones Beach. I did not see them at Jones Beach. I've seen a ton of bands there, but I did not see them there.
But I'm guessing a lot of them were at the Garden.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yep, the Garden, the Nassau Coliseum.
Yeah.
And the Brendan Byrne Arena out in Jersey. I mean, that's the old name.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's how I got my VH fix.
Yeah. I would see them all the time out here too, because out here in the Bay Area, they would play. Well, I would say in the past 20 years, 25 years, they never played San Francisco. They would play Oakland, of course, Oakland Coliseum.
Mm-hmm.
So I would see them there every time, and then they would play Van Halen. That is, they would play San Jose Arena. They'd play Sacramento. They would play. Actually, they would play South San Francisco. They would play what's called Mountain View.
Mm.
They would play Mountain View, California, and they'd play a lot. Some of these places they'd be 2 nights, 3 nights.
No.
So
CK, yeah, you're right. Rush did play Jones Beach a bunch of times. I saw Rush a lot in Jones Beach. Wow. How many times in the chat room? How many times did everybody see Van Halen? Just curious, and where maybe?
Yeah.
To be just curious, man. I mean, because again, like you said, it's like Christmas at 11. It really was.
It really is.
And I had on the 2012 A Different Kind of Truth tour, I actually bought like a VIP package.
Yeah.
And originally we were supposed to go see the rigs and everything. They were going to take us through, right? So for whatever reason that changed, and the way the promoter or the person that was taking care of it came out, he was like, "Okay, look, we have good news and bad news. The bad news is we cannot do the backstage tour to show you everything. The good news is you can come and hang out for the sound check."
Wow.
I was like, "Are you for real?" I mean, this is insane. So I was first row. I could spit on him and hit him. That's how close I was. Nice. And they did the sound check. Yep. And Roth wasn't out. He did not do the sound check with them. It was just Eddie, Wolfie, and Alex, and it was insane.
Yeah. That's cool. So cool.
Yeah.
Wow. I never got to see them do sound check, although some of the outdoor venues, you get there early enough, you would hear them do it.
Yeah.
So I got to hear them
outside, right?
The outside ones, like the last show that I was at in Mountain View, I got to hear them.
I was going to say Mountain View. That's one of the huge, like super famous venues for all big bands, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I've seen a lot of live bootleg concerts over the years where I got audio of Mountain View, like one after the other.
Yeah, because it's San Francisco is what it is. It's
gotcha.
It's kind of like Red Rocks out here in Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And Mountain View is outdoors.
Yeah,
so it's
an outdoors amphitheater.
Yep.
And I'll tell you, the best Van Halen shows I ever saw were Mountain View, California, right here, right now, tour '93.
Yeah.
In fact, their last tour.
It was awesome.
Their last tour I saw at Red Rocks.
Oh wow!
Yeah, Kenny Wayne Shepherd opened up for him.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. San Francisco is the only place I've ever been in California, but I loved it.
Yeah.
Here in North Carolina, and I guess in a bunch of states, around 1990, 1991, they began building these outdoor amphitheaters, these sheds, they call them. And Van Halen played 91 here in Raleigh at that new shed. And I've seen a bunch of shows at that place since. But my preference is an indoor show where house lights go off, total darkness, stage lights, and that's it. There's nothing else around you. It's just a show, and that's all you're looking at. You know.
But I always found the sound was always better outside.
Oh, really?
It's like way too loud. It's like some of the indoor places, it's so loud you really can't hear.
Well, I have to agree from an audio perspective, because you can't evacuate low sub bass from an indoor place. The sub bass builds up, and you hear
the bass is the loudest part.
Yeah, especially
if you
go to the bathroom,
if you're 30, 40 rows back, forget it. You're just gonna hear.
Yeah, if you're on the hallway, all you hear is the thumping of the bass.
Yeah,
that's it. I mean, because it travels. You know,
I agree with Tony in that I prefer the visuals of indoor, but sound wise, I have to agree that I've been to, like, I was at a Metallica show indoors, which someone up front was like, it was amazing. I'm like, well, I was halfway back. It sucked. All I heard was like Jason Newsted's bass go boo, 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 the whole night, you know?
Yeah.
With Red Rocks, it's a natural amphitheater. I mean, it literally.
That's a nice place there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah.
I saw Blues Traveler, actually. I love Blues Traveler. They play every 4th of July. Now, and I didn't know that until I moved out here. Been out here now for 10 years. And they play every 4th of July. And the cool part about it is, obviously, you're seeing Blues Traveler, first of all, on the 4th of July. But where Red Rocks is situated, it's looking down because you're up high. It's looking down on Denver and all the suburbs. So all the fireworks are going off in the background.
That's awesome.
While the show is going on, man. And that is freaking killer, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a live video that it was Government Mule playing there where they had fireworks in the background at Red Rocks. And it was just like magical, you know?
Yeah. It's a great venue if anybody, can get a chance to get out.
I've had friends from Pennsylvania here that literally will, find a decent cheap flight, fly out if they have like 2 extra days off on a weekend, a Friday and a Monday, fly out, go see a show at Red Rocks, stay over at a hotel with their wife, fly back the next day.
Yeah. It's totally worth it.
Yeah, they love it that much. It's like, I'm like, isn't that expensive? My buddy, I've known him since we were like kids. He goes, dude, it's worth it. Like,
yeah, it is. You know what's funny though? Living in New York, obviously, you got 20 million people around me, right? So the shows, you needed to hustle to get tickets, especially good tickets, or you bought a lot of times. I'd have to buy from scalpers, aftermarket. Out here, when I first moved out here, I mean, it was like, okay, there's a show coming up, Billy Joel or whoever. All right, well, I'll think about it. You can wait on it. That's impossible in New York.
Yeah.
Although now it's gotten a lot more crowded in the area I'm in, but you still have a chance, a really, really good chance of getting a ticket, and a good ticket to a show without paying through the nose. You're going to pay house prices, basically.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one of the perks.
Yeah, last time I went, I'm just outside of Philadelphia, so I can be in right over the bridge in Manhattan in like 2.5 hours about. So I took my son there a year before last for his birthday, and we just stayed for a couple of days. He wanted to go see like a play, and he's into all that kind of stuff. So I went up and I was talking to the guy, and he saw my son. He said, "Does your son have autism?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "I work with kids that have autism." He gave me what they have, called house seats for like employees or special guests. Basically, like A-level 4th row back tickets. They're like $300 a ticket. He gave them to me for like $60 a ticket.
Whoa!
He was like, "Here, your kid's very sweet. Here you go." I'm like, "Damn!" Like, it was awesome. Yeah, we saw. Nice. Where did we go? We saw Anna. What is it? Anna Karenina, the play, and we were like 4 rows back.
So awesome.
Yeah.
CK has a question for you, Johnny. What's your first Van Halen tour? When did you first see him?
CK. My first Van Halen tour was this one.
OU812.
OU812. And not the Monsters of Rock, but the tour afterwards. And that was in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Nice.
And I couldn't believe it. It was I mean, I grew up on the home video, Live Without a Net. I grew up on that. That's how I learned how to play the guitar. All that stuff you heard in the beginning of this video, that's how I learned how to do all that, was just watching Eddie play. You know? But when I saw them in concert the first time, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe it. And then I saw them every tour since, except Van Halen 3 in 1998, because at the time I was living in Miami, Florida, and I was touring myself. I was in a band. I was working with this guy named Desmond Child.
It's when you were living with him, right?
Songwriter. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody knows who that is. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And so I couldn't make that show or that tour. So that was the only tour I missed since 1988.
And what you said, was it 93? You said that you were down there, Miami?
98.
98. Oh, okay. So you were down there when I was down there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where were you?
University of Miami.
Cool. I was in Miami Beach.
95 till like the end of 98, beginning of 99, like those, like almost 4-year period there.
Okay, yeah, we were there at the same time. I was in Miami Beach.
I was in Coral Gables, so I used to go down to the beach all the time. But so I mean, obviously I didn't know that you were there, but I was like probably crossing paths with you all the time. I used to go every week. You know, the exotic pet shop that's like, I want to say it's like 2 mile. It's about if you come up like right where the board, you know, not the boardwalk, but right where Ocean Avenue starts at the beginning. It's like a mile up from that. It was an exotic pet shop, but they had like 20-foot pythons and like jungle cats, and I would just go there every week, just like
98 every week. Cool. I used to fly between New York and Miami every week around 98, but that was to move product.
Oh,
I'm joking.
I mean, fly. You're in the boat. You're in the boat dropping off.
I was going from MIA up into Philly Airport, which apparently was a big trafficking hub in the late 90s. And every time I would fly home, and I had like, my hair was about halfway down my back, and I had a beard that was about 7 inches long. Every single time I went home, I got searched and drug swabbed every single time.
You got to be shitting me, really?
No, every single time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, Michael, what was your Van Halen history up there in the New York area in the early 80s?
Okay, the first time I actually heard them, I'll go all the way back. First time I actually heard them, I'm sitting down on my best friend's stoop. And, of course, we got boom boxes back then. And the first song I ever heard by them was just a solo, Eruption. He came up to me, my buddy, sat down and said, listen to this. Of course, you know, big head, music head, puts it on, and my whole world changed. I mean, my head exploded. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? You know, how many overdubs? You know, how is he doing this?
From the Philippines, CK.
Oh, cool.
Philippines. I had to use my phone to use the magnifying glass to read it because the print is so tiny.
Awesome.
Now, is it in English or Tagalog?
Oh, it's in English. It's in English.
Sorry,
yeah,
Mike.
I used to be a huge Van Halen collector. I used to collect everything for years and years and years, and this was like part of my collection at the time. And I don't know why I have it sitting here, but I just have certain like tapes and cassettes.
Why not?
From over the years,
Johnny,
I've got some.
I know Michael's heard this story, and I think Tony has, but you got to tell everyone about how you used to have all your things with cassette tapes set up to record, because I think that's just like amazing dedication.
Yeah. Back when they would do the album premieres, the live when they would debut the record, where they would almost play the entire record over the air, and they would be live a lot of times from 5150. And they would interview the band, and they would talk over songs, and the first one of those I ever recorded was the Carnal Knowledge premiere, So I remember having like 3 or 4 or 5 just boom boxes, cassettes, like just running, like every one. I still have those tapes.
Wow.
And I heard there actually is a version of it on YouTube, but the quality isn't the greatest.
Yeah.
But I do have great quality. I could probably upload somewhere, at some point, but yeah.
That's so cool. That's so cool. I remember listening to that. The Carnal Knowledge one's the only one I've heard, but I remember listening to it back then. I'm like, wow, because they would be like talking over and he'd be like, Sammy's like, hey Ed, do you remember when you did this? And it's like, whoa, like you couldn't just go on the internet then and look at that stuff. You couldn't.
And Eddie had a guitar the entire time.
Yeah.
So you'd hear him noodling.
Yeah.
You'd hear him play just acoustically. You'd hear him playing during the in between songs and those are great times, man.
I'd love to hear that again. That was awesome.
Yeah. Nice.
So my first tour for Van Halen was Women and Children First.
Oh, nice.
So wow. That's the first time I saw them, and I haven't missed them since.
Yeah. Yeah. I went and saw Van Halen 13 years old in middle school. Buddy of mine and his older brothers, let's go see Boston. It's outside in Raleigh. Okay, let's go. So 79, and I had heard Van Halen 2 and that song Dance the Night Away. So we go out there, Boston, Poco, Van Halen, the Outlaws, and when I saw Van Halen that time and Eddie, I went and bought the Van Halen 1, and so went and watched the 80 Invasion a couple of more times. 81 comes. I think I bought every Van Halen album from 81 on the day it came out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And hadn't missed a show near me. The only in 88, the nearest Monsters of Rock venue nearest me here in North Carolina was Washington, D.C. So we drove up there and watched that. And that was just a couple of shows into it. And then they came back a month or two later in the OU 812 tour in the arena leg of the tour and watched them, Greensboro and Charlotte. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hell yeah. Absolutely. And the thing about it is, you never forget the first time that you saw Van Halen, because it's completely in your face.
It changed how you looked at music. I was a young middle schooler just starting to play guitar. It changed everything, how I looked at music as a whole. So.
Absolutely, man. I'm looking for a photo that hold on a second. Give me a minute here.
I'm getting text messages. I'm getting text messages, and I'm not even showing my phone number.
That's funny.
Somebody sent me a text, and they're saying they saw Van Halen 36 times.
Nice.
Wow.
All over.
Yeah.
A lot of New York City area, every tour from 81 on.
Who was it?
Wait, was this you, Tony?
Wasn't me.
Well, I want to know who it was, because I've probably been at most of the shows with that person. New York area. Come on now.
Wow. Who is that? Who is this?
Maybe
Oh,
it's
Keith.
Oh,
It's Keith.
Okay.
Hey, Keith.
Johnny, I was asking you backstage. You don't have this book?
No.
It's on the way. I've got an extra copy. It's in the box.
What? Send half to him and half to me.
No.
Mail it out. It'll be there by next weekend.
And then you guys switch when you've read the half you had.
Yeah, we'll mail each other the half. Johnny has a few things he's mailing me now for what? How many years, Johnny? Which is that one?
Huh? What?
The magazine? The police?
Oh, dude. Yeah,
tell him the backstory. Tell him the backstory of that.
The loft.
I know.
It's in the loft. My stairs broke off.
Oh,
the headstock to my Wolfgang broke off.
Oh.
You know.
Those two are mutually exclusive, though, right?
Exactly. The stairs broke and came down, hit the guitar, and broke the head off.
Oh, they are involved. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Give him the quick story about that. I mean,
sorry.
The magazine. Okay. Michael Smith and I, we met at the NAMM show. I don't know what year this was. 2019?
19. Yep.
19?
Yep.
You sure? 18.
No, 19. I couldn't go 20 because of work. And then I went, no, 18. You're right. 18. No, 100%. You're right. 18. Yeah, you're right. 18.
I saw you twice there.
Yeah, 18 and 20.
Right?
This year.
It would have been the first year, I'm thinking. It would have been the first year I saw you.
No, it's 100% 18. That's when it was.
I think he's in one of your videos from 2018, Johnny, from NAMM.
Okay. I can't even remember yesterday.
No, I can't either, but I just wanted to video.
So anyway, so we go to the NAMM show, and I happen to mention to Michael, I'm like, hey, you know, there's this guy named Andy Summers from this band called The Police, and his right hand man sent me a message, you know, because I've met those guys for years, and that's for a different show, but basically there was a magazine that Andy was on the cover of, and they weren't going to make it to NAMM that year, but they asked me if I could pick a couple up because there's a newsstand area at NAMM where basically every music magazine that's out that month you can just grab for free. Any Guitar World, any guitar player, any musician, any Billboard, whatever.
They're all there, man.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
So anyway, it turned out Andy Summers from The Police, this little band from years ago, he was on the cover of this magazine, and they had asked me, you know, hey, can you pick a couple up, you know, for us? That'd be awesome. And so I go down there, couldn't find them. I mentioned to Michael Smith one day, I'm like, dude, I'm trying to find this magazine, you know? And what's the rest of the story? What happened?
Well, what happened was he asked me about it, and I think I was on I had just picked you up because I was picking you up every day at your joint there and dropping you off.
He was driving me around.
Yeah, it was great. And what I did was I just went into a different entrance to the place, and sure as shit, I look over the side and there's a stack of the magazines that they're looking for. So I got my my little bag with me, and I reached and I took every one they had there.
It was like 16 copies or something of this one magazine. So he gives them to me, and I think there's video of us at the EVH booth, and I've got my backpack, and I'm like, oh, my back.
Yes, I've
got 16 magazines in the back. So what I did was I mailed them all. I mailed them all down to Andy Summers, and I'm like, hey, can you send a couple back signed? You know, so they sent a couple back. Andy signed them, sent them back. You know. And what, this is how many years ago? And I'm supposed to mail Michael Smith one, but what happened was I have them up in this loft up here. The stairs broke. I can't get up there. I've got all sorts of stuff above me that I haven't seen in years. And those magazines, like I haven't seen mine either. Mine is up there as well. I haven't read it. I haven't seen it either. But so I owe Michael Smith that magazine. Actually, I owe you another magazine too. I bought another magazine. Van Halen topic. Van Halen related.
Van Halen topic. Yep.
Right here somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah, well, it's this one right here. Here, let me grab it. It's this.
I looked all over the place for this magazine. I just missed it. Barnes and Noble. The day after they put the new ones out, they were like, "No, we just throw them out."
Guitarist.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, "Where's your dumpster?"
Where's your dumpster?
I'll dumpster dive for the damn thing.
Well, usually they cut the cover off, they dump the magazine in the trash, and they send the cover back. Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly what they do.
I'll be right back, guys. Need more coffee.
All right.
So I was at I made a pit stop at Barnes Noble one time, and I think I took a picture of this. I took a picture of it. I know what it was. I bought another one for somebody else. Somebody else they're like, hey, you know, no, I posted a picture. The next week, you know, people, I get messages all the time on, you know, I run an EVH Gear fan Instagram, so I'm always posting pictures and stuff. And so anyway, so I post a picture of this. Somebody messages me saying, hey, can you pick one up for me? You know, I'll pay you for it. You know, so I picked one up for somebody else, and then I literally just left. It's like 10 minutes later. I'm on the freeway where I can't turn around. I'm hitting the mountain, Highway 17 in San Jose, heading to Santa Cruz. Michael Smith sends me a text. Hey, can you pick one of these up for me? I'm like, dude, I can't go back, but I'll be back up there next week. So I called them. They actually held one for me, but then when I got there, there was one sitting there anyway. So I grabbed it, and this is it. So long story short, I've got 2 magazines that I have to send to Michael Smith.
And I'll get them at the next NAMM, I'm guessing.
At sometime. Well, yeah, the next NAMM, which will be who knows when.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, God.
But hey, you did get me this, right?
Cool.
Yes, I did. Yep, I got you that at the show. Yep.
You got me this. So
Yes.
Nice.
Thank you again, man.
Steve Vai must have been exhausted after that day because he had like 5-minute interviews, like for hours with like all kinds of different people. You know, they were giving him 5 minutes each. You imagine he's probably doing 10 interviews an hour and then taking a 10-minute break. He probably did like 100 interviews in one day.
And I was in line. How I got that photo? I was in line to meet him. You know, and I was probably about maybe 10 people away. And I mean, like you were just saying, all the meetings, they have a hard cut. So then this, you know, this just like 8-foot tall, massive man comes walking and says, "Done." So, and
nope, don't care.
Yeah, done, no matter what. And I went up to him.
Say, I don't care if it's for your grandmother, not doing it.
Yeah, I went up. I'm like, I've been in line for like 2 hours. He's like, gone. And I'm like, whatever. Yeah. But what was cool about it was I hung around. And he had signed a whole bunch of them, but he left, right? So he didn't get to hand out the extra ones that he signed. So I went up and I was like, can I at least have? He's like, yeah, here. He gave me like 3 or 4. I gave Johnny one. I got one, obviously. I sent one to Dave Nesdall. And I forget who else
Dave who?
Yeah. Well, I sent it to Nesdall. I sent it to Dave. And
Van Halen related.
Yeah. So that's how I got it, you know, because I hung around. Because I saw them over there. I'm like, if I sat here for like 2 fucking hours, I'm getting one of those damn things if I gotta, jump over and grab it.
Yeah.
And actually it's funny because at the NAMM show, you like everywhere you turn, there's somebody signing a bunch of those. Billy Sheehan was signing a bunch. Yeah. You know, Michael Anthony's a big deal there. You know, he has huge lines for him.
We were in the same line with you and Craig and Stokoff and us were in the line.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah. So anyway, so you can go from table to table, and if you saw somebody, if they just left, you might find some autograph stuff just sitting there. And you can just grab it. You know.
That's cool.
Yeah. Basically, we're vultures.
I love that mug, Tony.
That is
Exterminator Company.
Exterminator, and I am an exterminator, so
that's why I thought it was
Western.
cool.
That's Western exterminators.
Yeah.
They're out here. I see those trucks all the time with those guys.
You know, Tony's his day gig. He's an exterminator, so that's why it's so apropos for him.
Oh yeah, very much so. I'm the guy holding the hammer. That's me.
Although Tony, when you were telling me about something before about like walking in somewhere and seeing the whole wall crawl, I was like, nope, yeah. I'm out.
Oh, what? Like, the whole wall? Like, I gotta hear this.
Like, no big deal.
There's all sorts of horror stories. Yeah.
Like what? Termites?
He just told me like 2 stories, and I was like,
termites, roaches, ants. Yeah, there's all-time list in my career.
What's
my
the worst,
kids
though, Tony?
are also exterminators. So yeah.
What's the worst though? Is it hoarders, or is it like places that have just been abandoned, or what?
Abandoned places where you walk in a couple steps and don't go any farther. Yeah.
Because of the stink.
Because
everything in the everything in the room is crawling.
Well, that or it's already eaten and the whole.
Oh, what is
the floor will fall in?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The wood's gone. Yeah. Oh yeah.
My buddy almost died. We were playing in an abandoned house and he fell through the 2nd floor.
Holy shit.
We were in middle school. We were just messing around playing in this abandoned house. Yep.
Wow.
Well, I was an EMT for 3 years in New York City.
Oh, wow.
And I can tell you a story about bugs and humans if you want to hear
it. How long ago were you?
I bet you got a lot of stories, Mike.
How long ago, Michael?
I was, I was 18.
Oh, okay. Because I know about 90, what, Johnny? 99, 98. Roth was also an EMT in New York City.
In New York City, yep. He was running around in New York City as an EMT.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sandra wants to hear it. Okay, I'll tell you what it was. I don't know if I should even say this.
I'm just going to do this. I'm just doing that.
Well, I mean, we're all biological creatures, right? You can't change that. I got called for a call. I go up. We had to have what happened was somebody was worried about their relative, right? They hadn't heard from him. They're reaching out to him. And so we had to get the janitor to open up the door at the police department, everything there, obviously. So open up the door, we go in, and this poor person, this guy, this old, it was up in Harlem, actually. So this old black guy, he's sitting there, he's still alive, and he's laying back, but he's got gangrene so bad in his legs that he has maggots crawling around in him. Okay. Total neglect. I mean, he had diabetes, the whole 9 yards. I don't want to get in the rest of it. So we went ahead and obviously took him to the hospital. Don't know what happened to him. Took care of him best we could, but yeah, that's my story.
Yeah, there's stories. I've been in places where you need an EMT first. You don't need an exterminator.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure Michael's, seen that crazy stuff. I have, my best friend in the world that I've known for 40 years, and he's an X-ray tech in the ER on the overnight shift. And he's told me a couple things that you don't even want to hear. It's not that it's gruesome. Your mind won't be able to comprehend what I'm telling you. Like,
yeah. And of course, car wrecks, gunshots, all this stuff. I mean, I've seen all that in my short career. I did it for 3 years. Then I went to work for the railroad.
Michael, you bought the VIP.
Oh yeah.
12, you say? Is that right?
Yes. Yep.
Then you probably have one of these.
Oh, nice.
No, I didn't get one of those.
It came in the goodie bag.
I got the goodie bag. Hold on, let me go grab what I got. Hold on.
I'm sure you got it. If you
somebody stole it from me, you son of a bitch.
Oh wow! I just got a message for a review.
Nice.
Somebody wants to send me a bass amplifier. The company.
Wow. Nice.
Nice.
Tony, does my level sound better? Someone was saying earlier that my sound was peaking. I was distorting. It was cranked.
It's lower now, noticeably a little lower now. I didn't notice it extra high before, but yeah, a little lower now. It's fine. Yeah. While Michael's gone to get that on this show each week, you're gonna see Van Halen stuff that maybe you'll never see anywhere else. I've got a ton of memorabilia that I've never shown. You'll see that. Johnny's got tales of the times that he's met Eddie Van Halen. We'll have guests on here. You're going to see all kind of stuff. And I'm itching. Let me show a picture of this. I've got, where is it at?
I've got all kinds of stuff just sitting here.
I've got
for years
over here in the corner. I've got a cardboard PV Eddie stand up, and it's got at least 100 backstage passes, at least, that I haven't unearthed in ages. And if you look at the bandana around Eddie's neck, you'll hear all about that in the weeks to come as well. But what we're going to do one of these weeks is bring that thing over here, and I'm going to take all these passes off of that cardboard Eddie. And
Nice.
a lot of them are signed too. Sam, Alex, Eddie. Yeah.
Wow, awesome.
Sounds good, man.
Yeah, you're gonna see all kind of stuff here. All kind of stuff. You'll see a gang of stuff like that right there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, I found a few things. I didn't want to take so long digging out stuff, but here's the pass that I got.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's from 12.
Yeah.
Glossy laminate. That's cool. Oh, it's got like a mirrored kind of.
Yeah, that is cool.
Like a hologram almost in it. Yeah.
Yep.
That's cool. I guess that's for protection, so people don't try and fake them too.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
They also gave out these. I'm sure you have this as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Looks like the is that like the tattoo video still?
Yes, that's the tattoo video. Yep.
What
I love that song.
What do those pics look like? Are they just gray?
I got them all in here. Hold on.
I love that video. Ed looks so happy in that video.
Oh, he does.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't like. I love that album. I mean,
that song particularly, like it grew on.
Oh, I love that tune. Yeah.
God, at first I was kind of like, maybe a little lukewarm, but then when you listen to his sound, like when he hits the chord, it's like a buzzsaw. For God, man, it's heavy as shit. It sounds so good. A lot of people gave him flack for that sound. I don't know why. I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I love too is I'll sometimes. Oh, nice. I'll sometimes put Van Halen on very quiet in the background, and because of like the effect of lowering the volume and changing the actual perception of the sound, with the whole Flesher Munchin curve and that whole thing. When you turn it down that low, it's almost like you don't really hear the lyrics. You hear more of the melody coming out, like it blends in because your ear's not picking up the clarity of it. But just listen to like the melodies and the vocal lines in that song. I think it's great.
Mm-hmm.
There's 6 of them. That's 4.
Those are cool, and those are Dunlops.
That's awesome, man.
I got
And
2 more here.
Speaking of the tattoo music video,
Look at that.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, nice.
man.
And the last one.
Wow, I've never seen any of these.
Wow, that's cool.
That's cool.
And then you
Very
have
cool.
the ticket. I was 8th row.
Wow.
Nice.
Yep.
Now, what's the Pepsi Center? Where's that?
That's in Denver. That's
Okay.
Yeah, that's the local the local arena, if you will.
Gotcha.
Down in Denver. Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean that's, and I got 2 of these actually. I have another set sitting around somewhere.
Oh, cool.
Now, in the bag, Michael,
I also got a sweatshirt.
There was like a hoodie and a
Yes.
Right.
Well, not a hoodie. It was a sweatshirt, and I have it. I just don't know where that is. It's laying around somewhere, but it's an exclusive, VIP sweatshirt.
Yeah, nice.
Cool.
Yeah. So it's around somewhere.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I heard Lenny Lou, who is here in the chat, she bought VIP. I want to say that same year, Michael, maybe that last tour. It was either 12 or the last. And they carried them backstage, got to look at the bass rigs and stuff, got a Wolfgang guitar pick.
Yeah, so she got the backstage tour where when I went, again, like I said, for whatever reason, they couldn't do it, but they invited us, which I thought, again, would I rather see the backstage tour or would I rather see the sound check? When they said that, I was like, holy shit.
Lenny Lou carried her mother, Mary, and Mary's there. And while they're in the line looking at all this stuff, Lenny asked whoever, my mom wants to meet Eddie. Her mom's obviously a little older. And the guy's like, I'll be right back. And waved him over, and Lenny and her mom got to meet Eddie backstage there. Her mom kissed him and everything, and no one else in line got to meet the band, but they did.
Wow.
I thought that was
awesome.
When we had the sound check, I mean, they beat it in our head. Again, remember 2012, they allowed you to take in cameras. Actually, they promoted it. They were like, take it in, film it. They're not gonna harass you at the gate. That was that tour.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So, again, I get the sound check, and I came this close. I just didn't have the fucking balls, and I was right there. I wanted to yell out, "Can I shake your hand or meet you or whatever?" One thing about when I met him, he was sick. He was sick as a dog. He kept blowing. He said, he kept apologizing. I'm sorry. He kept going off to the side and was blowing his nose and coughing or whatever. He just was not feeling good. That's what made me not do it. And to this day, I fucking regret it. But you know what? It's all good, man.
Let me ask you this, Michael. Now, we toyed with the idea of getting VIPs for Guns N' Roses a couple of years ago, and it was just way too expensive and never did. What was the price points of these VIPs that year, if you don't mind me asking?
No problem. I paid $1,200, $600 a piece.
Yeah.
That's a lot better than what they are now. I've seen 2,500 to 5,000, unless you want to talk about Kiss, which that's just insane. But
yeah, Kiss is insane.
I paid $1,200, and it was worth every fucking
for what
penny.
you got. Yeah, I think it's definitely
Yeah,
worth it.
as far as I mean, look, that's a ton of money. Don't get me wrong. I was like, do I really pull the trigger on this? And then, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I reason with myself. I'm like, this is Eddie. This is everything to me, man.
Once in a lifetime.
Yeah. You know what? Put it on the fucking credit card.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I did, man.
Life's about experiences, not acquiring things, right?
No, exactly. No, I mean, my grandmother, God rest her soul, always said, you never see an armored car following a hearse. Okay? You live
100%.
Live life every day like it's your last. In fact, I put a meme up about that. I don't know if you saw it with the pigs in the back, but it's pretty funny. I
didn't see that one.
I put weird stuff up sometimes on Facebook.
You have to catch your stuff in a hurry because on occasion it doesn't last very long.
No, like one night only.
Yeah, I've been in jail a couple of times.
Wow.
Let's see if I can find it, because they didn't put me in jail for this one. It's not bad at all, but it's kind of funny.
I don't get why they do that. I mean, if you really don't like something, you can just close it or walk away or.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't like the radio station, you change the channel.
Exactly. You know. They forced me to listen to this radio station.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. You made me listen to this bullshit.
Like in the 80s, the average Howard Stern fan listens for 1 hour and 37 minutes. The average Howard Stern hater listens for 3 hours and 27 minutes. That was the actual data they took.
I've met Howard a couple of times.
Oh, really?
Yep.
You know, so when you're getting all these thumbs down, it's like, well, hey, you're watching,
Mm-hmm. I met Howard one time. Actually, I didn't even meet him. I stood in line. He was signing books for
I got his autograph too. Yeah.
It was for Miss America.
Okay,
Miss America. Virgin
Yeah.
Megastore, San Francisco. I stood in line for 6 hours. And then finally, when I got up to him, he signed the book. He said, "Enjoy the book." He never looked up at me technically I never met him. I just saw him sign a book, and he said, "Enjoy the book," and just handed it, and that was it.
You know how I met him? Again, back in my EMT days, I used to be stationed out of Midtown Manhattan, New York University Hospital, and he, a big Howard Stern fan, and he was working for NBC at the time, so he would, come in early. But Robin Quivers would always come right at the foot of the Queensboro Bridge. If anybody knows New York, right there, there's a little deli there. She'd go in and buy all the magazines all the time. So I saw her on there one time. I just happened to, so I said hello to her, she's a really nice lady. And then me and my buddy a few times went by the station, and we would get on the again, we're in an ambulance now. We'd get on a loudspeaker, Howard! Howard! At like 6 o'clock in the morning.
That's awesome.
And one time he actually responded to us on there saying that ambulance is yelling at us again. He just mentioned it. That's the way he was, right? So I knew
NBC.
I knew what time he was coming in, and we went by, and I, yelled at him on the loudspeaker. I was just walking, I'm like, Howard! So he waves me over. I went out, met him, shook his hand. He signed an autograph for me, and I left.
Wow.
Yep. It's a true story,
cool.
man. Lenny Lou, yes, that was me.
Wow. And I can direct my Howard Stern story back into Van Halen. The day that I stood in line for 6 hours to meet Howard, which didn't get to meet him, he just signed the book. That was
6 hours.
That was the same day Sammy Hagar got married. To his girlfriend, and the whole band was at the wedding. Eddie was there, Valerie, Michael, everybody, Alex, and the thing is, they got married at a church right next door to this record store I used to shop at. So if I would, and there was I didn't have internet then, there was nothing. I had no clue. If I had known that was happening that day, I could have I would have known exactly where it was. I could have gone and who knows, you know?
Yeah.
He met his wife in Hampton in '86.
Sammy.
Yeah.
On Long Island, the Hamptons?
No.
Oh, Hampton, Virginia?
Yeah.
Hampton Beach? Yeah.
I was at that show. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, I can't find the live your life like it's. Just look on my feed.
Yeah.
I got too much shit up there. I don't even know what I posted.
Give me 1 second, Tony. I'll be right back. I gotta help my son real quick.
All right.
Man, speaking of Sammy's wife, when I went to one of his book signings for Red, I remember they were leaving, and the video's on my channel. Just search. Well, how would you find it? I don't know. Yeah, that book.
There you go.
That book on my channel. I was filming Sammy and his wife leaving, so I have them walking right past me and looking at the camera, you know. And I film him. I filmed him getting in the car and taking off. So just search. I don't know how you'd find it. Sammy Hagar. Oh, it was at a place called I can't remember. Book. I'm in Book Soup or something. I don't know.
Jeff K. Cool. Old Fort Craig. You see that, Tony?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Certainly do, Jeff.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Again, when my friend.
That's when I saw him first.
Man, that first time, it was literally like listening to fucking aliens play guitar. Like, how the hell is somebody doing that? You know, and again, how many overdubs, how many guitars? No, that was a take.
Did you listen to? Have you been listening to any of those shows that John Bill has been posting in our group chat?
Oh my God, yes.
Are they amazing? I'm afraid to download anything that anybody sends, you know, but
there's no reason to be afraid to download those. I've downloaded them already. I have every kind of virus protection on my computer. No.
I have every kind of virus there is on my computer.
I have every virus I ever have. Yeah, exactly. I woke up with sores this morning. No, I mean, it's
you get warts from your mouse.
It's cool. You can download those. I'm telling you, it's worth it. Man, they are good.
What's your take on that, Johnny, where it seems like, and I've listened to a couple since I've heard Caleb and John B.L. speak about it, but what's your take on him with less right hand on the neck in the club days, where no tapping or little hammer-ons and pull-offs?
Oh, it's cool. I heard all that stuff years ago. I used to get, actually, that's where I got this. I've got just random stuff sitting here. I've got Eddie Van Halen and Steve Lukather at the Baked Potato Bar. Actually, that's the Baked Potato. That's in the
movie.
What's the John Biel? Are you here?
John Biel, where are you?
I think it's in Studio City. It's in Studio City.
John Biel
from 1992. I used to get these cassettes actually from somebody that actually won a Van Halen contest on MTV. They're the ones that named Sammy's record. I Never Said Goodbye. They're the winner of that. Anyway, I used to get these cassettes and Van Halen memorabilia, you know, tour books, all this stuff from this person. What was I saying? Oh, anyway, so I would get all these, and plus I would trade tapes with people. So I would get huge boxes of cassettes, actually, which I still have. Maybe next time I'll go and I'll bring the box and show you all these cassettes that I have.
Yeah,
stuff that's not even on YouTube, stuff that, you know. But anyway, I've heard those years ago of Eddie playing, and there's no tapping, like before the tapping started, you know, and he's just crazy fast, you know. Some of there's whammy bar on some of it, but yeah,
no right hand whatsoever. You mean?
Huh?
No right hand whatsoever. Yeah.
You mean tapping?
Yeah.
No.
None at all. Okay.
No. That's back when they're playing covers. So it's mostly cover tunes. It's them playing KC, Sunshine, all this just random, top 40 stuff at the time.
Yeah.
Bar band.
The amazing thing, that I notice is he gets just as much gain, if you will, or sustain out of his hands as he did his whole career. But the amp is so clean that I'm like, holy shit, his technique must have been, well, it obviously was better than anyone's like ever, because it sounds like after you put reverb and delay and you pan it off center and you detune it a little in the studio, it sounded on those old recordings like that. It sounded like it was altered in the studio, and it obviously wasn't. It was just that the technique was, if you ever I'll tell you who gets close to that kind of technique is Phil X, or a guy like Nuno Betancourt play, whether you like Nuno's playing or not. I've seen him live through a clean Fender amp. He was playing a twin reverb on 10 when I saw him, and it still sounded like it was gainy, like a Marshall. It was just the way he played it. And on those old Van Halen ones, Eddie's, it sounds like it's super fucking clean, but it's like he's somehow gaining it up with his hands. That's why I think when people are like, "Oh, he was boosting it with the, the EQ," I'm like, no, I don't really think so.
It's kind of like that famous story from Ted Nugent, right? When they're there together, they're playing a show together, and Ted comes up and he's like, "Let me play through your rig, man. It sounds great." And he gets up and he plays it, and it doesn't sound anything like Eddie. And then Eddie picks the guitar up and plays it, and Ted says to him, he's like, "Well, what are you doing? What'd you turn on?" Right. And he's like, no, it's all in the fingers.
Actually, when you hear those stories, when other people would play through Edwards gear, they would get a lot of feedback because Eddie's stuff would feed back a lot, but he could control it.
He controlled it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, even I remember there was one Guitar World, maybe it was one of those magazines, and Nuno Betancourt said that. He said when he tried to play it through his rig, he goes, "Oh, I thought my technique in muting everything was good," and he goes, "I didn't know what the fuck I was doing at all," because he's like, "I tried to play Eddie's rig, I played like one bar chord, and it was like feeding back," and he goes, "Ed, it's broken. How do you play this shit?" And he goes, Ed grabs the guitar and he goes, No, man, it's fine."
Hey, Joe.
Joe Wentz. What's up,
Joe?
Bro?
Joe Wentz.
Yes.
Man.
That's a player right there.
Joe Wentz and I used to do these videos all the time. How many years ago was that, Joe? We'd be on each other's channels all the time.
In fact, and Joe was on your show
3 years ago, 4 years ago, like a while ago.
More than that, yeah. Because I called in to the first time ever to your show, and Joe was on it.
Oh, cool!
I still remember that. Yeah. And I said something stupid, of course, and then Joe was like, "There's your next guest."
Yeah, Joe's great, man. 3 or 4 years ago, dang. Absolutely. Yeah, all that stuff is, go back 3 or 4 years on my channel, 3 or 4 years on Joe's channel, and you'll see these types of videos with us talking same stuff. Same thing. But
I love the Stripe guitar on the one promo intro that Joe did for your Show Me Your Pick show. the Stripe, EVA style guitar he was playing on that. It's nice.
Oh yeah, I like Joe. He's great. Absolutely.
Sounded good too. Great playing.
Yeah. Great person too. More importantly, awesome dude, man.
Mitch.
It came in. What's
What's
up,
up,
bro?
Mitch?
Mitch.
Yeah. In the weeks to come, you're gonna see all kind of Van Halen stuff here. We're gonna talk about all kind of Van Halen topics here. Yeah. We'll mix it up to each one. One thing I want to talk about, and I've mentioned these guys, is all these striped Wolfgang's basses that you never hear much about. Chip Ellis made all of those, and it's a number of them, but yeah. We'll talk about stuff like that and music and tours and memorabilia. You're going to see all kind of stuff here. Yeah. So I'm excited. Yeah.
Awesome. And also got to sprinkle in a little bit of the Mammoth, because wow.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say about the two tunes that Wolfie so far has put out. I think June, right?
Great.
June
June 11th. June 11th.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll be right back. I got to let Ned out.
Mm-hmm.
Ned Halen.
You're watching Ned Halen.
Yeah, no, I mean his stuff so far, the two tunes he put out, the second one especially, man. Shit. Again, you got to remember, you listen to it, you got to remember it's only him.
Yeah.
Well,
I keep forgetting that.
I think that with his new music and the fact that he's still mourning, he waited however many years and kept this music. With COVID too, once live music starts back up and he gets out there, this album comes out, live music is out there again, he hits the road, he's going to be the biggest rock star on planet Earth.
Oh yeah, there's going to be an absolute massive interest and following for him live. No two ways about it.
Absolutely.
You know, and he's not running out there like he's wet behind the ears, right? I mean, you know, he's toured with his pop for years. And so the first reunion tour I saw him, he couldn't grow a beard. Forget what year that was, but I saw that tour.
Yeah.
Man, oh man.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's seasoned already, you know.
Yep.
They that year, Michael, they began that whole tour reunion where Roth came back in North Carolina. So I saw the first couple of shows of that. Yeah.
Cool, man.
He was what, 9th grade?
Wow. Yeah.
16 years old.
16. He was 16. Exactly. 16 years old and playing with Eddie Van Halen, of course, is pop. But I mean, it's really and I mean, did not embarrass himself by any stretch. The fucking kid is talented as shit, man.
Oh yeah. No. He was great.
You know, I'm be curious when he does the tour. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's going to headline, but I know he's starting off on like you know, multiple gatherings of a bunch of bands. I think that's his first tour.
He's playing up here.
Yeah, the first
Sacramento.
The first show.
It's a it's some sort of metal.
It's a festival.
That's my point.
When is that, Johnny?
So it's not his tour. It's just an appearance.
No, but that's my point. He's going to start off like that. Yeah. When is it?
John Bill. Wait a minute. That's not my
October.
Channel. No, it doesn't work on here.
John Bill.
It's so weird. You know, I never. You know, like we were talking about Joe Wentz. You know, the last time I really did shows on other channels were 3-4 years ago. You know, with Joe Wentz. I'm so used to just being doing everything myself. Let's see. WVH. I'll look it up real quick.
5150 show.
Andrew in the house. How you doing?
How you doing, Andrew?
Andrew.
Nice to see
man.
you.
Sacramento Aftershock 2021, October 7th.
Yeah. Nice.
So it's a little while away.
Thrash Metal and Fun Riff says he's going to open for Gizmachi and Hemlock.
There you go.
Well, if that's the case, Jay better get my ass backstage.
we got to get I think they're taking Gizmachi is taking over my channel coming up. I just heard about it,
Oh yeah.
Wait, didn't I ask you, Johnny? Well, I'm asking you now. That was the best thing he said all last night.
Oh, that was last night. Dudes, I can't remember all the shows that we do. I can't remember one.
No, if he hadn't said it live on the air, I wouldn't bring it up or something. He said it. That's the only reason why I mention it, because he said it for everyone to see.
And then you went ahead and were like, okay.
Yeah. Oh, it's fine. Just no swearing and don't stand up. That's my only two rules.
Don't stand up.
No. Oh well, I see how used to him. Michael, you can stand up all you want here. That's fine with me. Where's the tail? You got the tail?
Michael, when you saw those signs that said to stay off the grass, did you immediately fall over the
Well, hold on. You ready? Hold on. I'm gonna one up you.
Bonezilla.
Bonezilla.
Yeah.
Bonezilla.
Bonezilla.
I broke this on the air a few weeks ago when I took it up to show Johnny. So I figured
Girthzilla.
Girthzilla.
Now that's a broken bone you don't want.
Holy shit.
Oh my gosh.
Oh God.
Well, speaking of Van Halen.
Sorry, Tony. You should have
Tony, you got to control these guys, man. That's the thing. If you're going to do a show on one subject, you got to keep everybody on track. That's something I've learned. Because it'll go in every direction.
It's good. It's all good. Yeah.
If somebody laughed, it's a good thing. Laughter is good stuff.
Yeah. No, they are tame. Yeah.
Hello.
Fucking can't right now. Oh.
That's great.
Yeah, so hello, Sandra. You there? Sandra?
Yeah, where's your producer at?
She's hanging around here, I'm sure.
So Gizmachi also, by the way, on Liquid Metal. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
What do you have to number 11, I think, on the rotation list, which is awesome.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So get out there, everybody, and ask to have them, have them play, man. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have the number. I'm not running this, and so I can't just pull up a thing, but there is a phone number that you can call to request them. But I don't know what it is.
I was gonna say, where's the giant card?
Oh, and also, this isn't my show, so I can eat on here.
Johnny's breaking all his rules right now. In fact, there you go. Goodness. Tony, zoom in on.
What is this? Rice? It looks like broccoli.
Really good.
Is that broccoli? No, what's the top? Oh, it's lentils.
Yeah.
You're gonna live to be like 110. I had a Big Mac, so I'll be dead tomorrow.
I hope so. Man. No, truth is, I'm scared of fast food now. I won't eat. I won't eat it. I won't eat the junk food anymore.
I'm with you. I haven't had fast food, that kind of stuff, in a long time.
In-N-Out, In-N-Out is fine. Taco Bell, I won't touch Taco Bell anymore.
There you go. Gizmochi CD, March 12th.
Cool.
Awesome.
Oh dear Lord.
Did you say, "Oh dear Lord"?
Yeah.
Quentin James.
Exactly.
Quentin.
I gotta buy. He has shirts out now. By the way, I need to buy one
with Godzilla on it.
Yeah, with Godzilla, exactly.
Have you seen? And he did give me permission to share this in case you haven't seen it. But have you seen? Oh shoot, where did I put it? Have you seen Quentin? It's him like back in the day, like totally 80s, with a Kramer and like an earring, a band, a headband, and he's standing right next to McMars.
No, not next to McMars.
Yeah, I think I saw that one.
I think I missed that one.
All right, hold on, let me see if I got it here.
And speaking of shirts,
here we go.
Let's check this out.
Yeah, I saw that picture.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Isn't that awesome?
Which
is which?
Yeah. Which one's Mars?
Quentin had like the big refrigerator rack. I've seen the pictures, like full stack cabinet, 2 412s. Man, he was doing it.
Cool, man.
That's awesome. Oh, this is the other one. You'll appreciate this one, especially on this program. I was taking a picture of this so I could inventory my stuff at home today. Oh, you can't even see it. You can't read the plates.
Hard to see.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
What are those? Are those Rollins?
Yeah. Oh no, it's not backwards. There you go.
Oh, cool. So tell us what it is. Give us the skinny down.
The top is the SDE 3000, and then the ones below them are the SDE 2500s. The 2500s have 750 milliseconds of delay, but they also have MIDI. And the 3000, which is the one that Eddie Van Halen used, 2 of them, so he could, because they're mono, so he could use them in true stereo. The 3000 has up to 3 full seconds of delay, but did not have MIDI. But with his slaved rig, he didn't need MIDI, and so the 3000 was better for what he wanted, obviously.
By the way, Quentin James is in the house.
Quentin.
Nice. Quentin used to run an SDE 1000, which is the same unit, but I think it's 1 second of delay.
What was were your ears ringing, Quentin?
He was lurking. Yeah.
It's all good, man. It's all love, brother. We weren't beating on you. Hey now.
Quentin James.
Lenny Lou said I sound like I'm on 0.75 speed.
I can make that happen.
Last night was hilarious, guys.
It's not the speed at which I talk. It's the fur ball in my throat.
Oh.
Now talk half the speed and let Johnny slow it down.
It's not the speed at which I talk. It's the...
You guys really want this, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Van Halen. At what? 75? Halen. At what?
When was the first time you went to see Van Halen live. And you went to see Van Halen live. And you went to see Van Halen live. And you went to see Van Halen live.
Oh, that's crazy. All right. Oh, man.
Let's bring in the young lady that made this video intro on this show and helps things out with this show and my other show, Show Me Your Pick. That video at the start of this show that you saw, Johnny played, and she made this. And let's bring her in. There she is, Sandra Picorni.
Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, Sandra, how you doing?
Hey, Mike. Doing good, you?
Awesome.
Hey, Tom. TK.
How you doing?
Hey, babe, what's up? What's up?
No, I'm working.
As always.
As always, yeah, working on
Yeah.
a serial killer. So, yeah, it
Yeah.
should be like maybe tomorrow or Tuesday at the latest. Hopefully, it should be uploaded on my channel. So, yeah.
There you go.
Cool.
Nice.
It's some of my
Nice.
favorite ones.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Good.
Cool,
I
man.
was moderating.
So you're actually the motor that runs this show.
No, not at all.
Well, that's what Tony was saying.
Yeah.
She's the glue that holds everything on these shows all together. She is my right-hand man and wonderful. And yeah, she is the shit. Yeah,
Awesome.
she
Awesome.
is.
I try.
Yeah. So
So, how's it going on your end?
it's going wonderful. I'm having a ball.
I see that. You got some great
yeah.
guests.
Yeah. Yep.
How's the dinner, Johnny?
It's amazing.
It smells good.
I haven't eaten all day, so it's great. Normally, I don't eat on my own stuff, so. But
You
I
can
haven't
eat
eaten fast food
here
in years.
whenever you want. We eat here on our shows, right, Tom?
Oh, yeah.
Johnny's eating healthy food, and I'm eating fucking taffy. So there you go.
Oh,
is that from Colonel's?
No, I need to get a Colonel's. By the way, holy moly, are you kidding me?
I need to
Neanderthals,
get a
I got
Colonel's
taffy
too.
The
This
other
is
day.
actually from Sprouts, and so it's all. I never heard of it. Now I know they actually make organic taffy.
Mm.
Mm,
man, he just ate that in front of everybody.
Yeah, shit's good.
nice.
Georgia's right next to you. You could pass them right over to her. She's right
Yeah. What's the matter with you?
right next to you. I can understand you can't make it up to Johnny or to me or definitely not over to Tony, but she's right next to you. There you go. That's a big piece. Look, it gets bigger the closer it gets.
That's funny.
Hold on, there you go. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Told you it was good.
Okay, kick me out of here, Tony.
All right,
Yes.
babe. We appreciate all you do around here. Everybody,
Oh.
Sandra Picorni. There
Most
she is.
welcome. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
What's up with the Red Rocker No 55? Can't drive 55 guitar behind you.
That is a miniature V. Ah.
Oh, cool.
Gibson's Maestro. Yeah, a little miniature V is all it is.
Pretty cool, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all wired up and plays and everything. You know?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
How's it sound?
Good. Normal. It's
just a small
like it in little. Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah.
What is it? What is it? Up a minor third, or is it up a fourth, or what?
No.
Standard.
Standard.
Wow.
It's an E standard. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh. Is it up an octave? What's the scale length?
2 inches.
19, I think.
That's wild. It must be tuned down really. Are the strings tuned down really low? Because I have one the same scale length and it's tuned in up a minor or up a fourth in A. That's why I was curious. But you can do it in E, but your strings would be really slack.
I was just going to ask you. You're talking about because of the length of the neck and the tension on the strings. It's kind of hard to get it to a.
The shorter the length is, yeah.
Well, so yeah, it's like anything else. You know, you take.
That's why bass is so long. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You take something, you lower it down, and you're gonna completely change the sonic sound of it. Yeah.
No. Those are cool though if they are like up a minor third or up a fourth, because you can tune them then from that, and you can get closer to matching like what you would get on like the Peshalot, like mini Les Paul, you know, like little guitars.
Yeah.
Instead of having to put capo on it, you know.
Yeah.
That's cool though, man. That's really cool.
Cool.
You're the only flying V one I've ever seen like that.
Yeah.
Tony, is your guitar over your right shoulder? Do I see the Fruitcake Tony pick on there?
Over here?
You're right. Right there.
Right there? Yeah. Let me see here. This is a Brendan B. Squared made.
Oh, really? Cool.
Cigar box. Yeah.
Oh, that's badass, man.
And he made this, I guess, at Christmas time.
I gotta get him to make me one of those guitars, man. Those are fucking killer.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah. Yeah. He's awesome. All right. Yeah. He will make you one, that's for sure.
Oh, I know. Yep.
Email him and he'll, yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, Tom, what's up? Show us that one you've routed out already. Any new progress? It doesn't look like it.
No, I mean, the problem is I can't paint. It's not the right weather. You know. So
what's your goal there on that?
On that one?
Yeah.
I'm gonna stripe it up like my other one, but different colors.
That other one behind you is pretty badass looking. Can you grab that behind?
That's the I'll show you that in a second. That's the green screen. It's picking up the green screen. I was talking about this one.
Ah.
So I'm gonna do it like this, but different colors. You know.
Now you painted that yourself, Tom. Is that right?
Yeah, I did this. I was living in an apartment a while ago, and I just did it like painted out on the balcony. Spray
and
can.
reliced it too. Hold that up again, dude. That looks damn good.
Okay, I bought one of the new EVH guitars. I'll grab it out if you want. We can kind of show it up,
yours does look really good, Tom. You did that at home yourself? Yeah, hell yeah.
No, there's a couple things like this fell out. I have it sitting over on the table. I got to put it back on, and the phenolic board came off of this. I have to re-glue it, but I have a different bridge I'm going to use on this too. I'm just not a big. I want to find like the bridge he had on right before he got the Floyd, when this was like almost gone and it was just like black tape holding that in here.
Yeah,
I want to find a bridge like that. That's my favorite period.
Mine too.
Yeah,
I love the Frankenstein in right after he painted it red in '79.
Yep.
Yeah, he had actually it was what was holding the volume pot knob in was a Les Paul jack plate.
Oh, okay, that's what it was. I couldn't see.
Really?
It was pretty dark.
And then that's also what he had as strap locks. The very top horn of the Frankenstein had a Les Paul jack plate bent, literally bent on top of it.
Yours is nearby, Michael.
I gotta take
my
look at that
I'll grab it. Hold on. Let me get it.
Let me turn my green screen off.
That guitar is already striped. Look at that.
Look at that. Holy shit. Now that is cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Now if you could pull that up on stage, dude, you are the next fucking guitar guy. Exactly.
There you go. Thumbnail.
Oh, look, the headset. Oh, the headset doesn't pick up as much.
Is that a Kramer? Is that a Kramer?
No, Sir.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It didn't come this color. I just stripped it and repainted it myself.
Mm-hmm.
So.
There it is.
But it's the color of the green screen as well already.
Yeah, it's sparkle though. It's like a sparkle teal.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to get harassed by them, so I didn't re-logo the headstock. And then the paint job actually has multiple layers, so it has like a pattern under it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the surface is flat, but the pattern's under the paint. And there's also sparkle, and there's like 3 different colors up in here. You can see the silver, a blue, and a green. I don't know if the light's it right there. You can see it.
Yeah.
That's the same color as my my clean canteen.
There you go. And then these are. This is kind of cool. Oh, nice. This is a Wilkinson Bridge. It's locking, but it locks right there. The string goes right underneath, and then it locks right there. So you don't have any in the back. You don't have anything you have to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
As far as that, it's just. I mean, this is decked, but you can float it. And then that way I can, have no locking nut and then just locking tuners.
What year, Tom, is your Strat, your main axe there?
Oh, my actual Strat?
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
69. But I refinished it because it was jacked up. So
I was gonna say that's really shiny for a 69.
Yeah. No, I refinished it like last year. So I matched it to the original car paint. It's Fiesta Red.
What did it look like before you redid it?
I can show you a picture. That's why I got it so cheap. Because let's just say someone had a psychedelic experience with it.
What year is that?
69.
Shit.
69.
69.
I love the 66 through 69, the big headstock Hendrix style. So that's why I wanted one.
I have one that has Tex-Mex pickups in it.
Hey, Jim.
Nice.
There you go.
Here real quick.
Whoa.
Nice. There you go.
That's
Now,
the Frankie.
Good, man. Looks
The
really
UH
good.
Frankie they came out with.
I think they
2019s. Yeah.
knocked it out of the park with those, man, especially for the price point.
Oh my, it's insane how good they are. What's really cool about this one, I think, if you look at the number, I don't know if you can see it. It's a LA area code 213.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a 200, it's the 213th one ever made.
That's awesome.
Yeah, look how dark a lot of people don't like that. I mean, for whatever reason, they made it that dark. The neck.
I dig it.
I like that. And that's on my wish list.
Yeah, I think it looks good. A lot of people, and whatever, which is awesome. They changed it up and made it their own, and try to make it more like the original Frankenstein. I haven't touched this thing at all, and I do not intend to do so.
Yeah.
No quarter on it, Michael?
Nope, I'm not going to do anything to it at all. The only thing I'm thinking about doing, maybe this pickup, I'm sure everybody knows now, the dummy pickup is not a dummy. You just got to
hook it up, right?
Yeah, you got to wire it. That's one of those Easter eggs. You can actually,
Yeah.
do it. But look at how that looks. What a job they did with it.
Nice.
Yeah. So, and the neck on this guitar is insanely awesome.
I'll be right back.
I can show you a picture of this guitar if you want.
Yeah. I want to see
hell yeah.
How it looked before. Hold on.
I got to see that, man.
All right. And someone who's really into kind of that kind of art, like this one dude I knew was kind of ticked off. He was like, "Why didn't you leave it that way?" I'm like, "I didn't want it that way." All right, let me go back here. I think I got it. Okay.
Hey, Janice. I see you, Janice.
I see you. All right.
Hello, Janice.
Thank you for watching, everybody, even though this isn't my show.
Share.
Everybody, leave a thumbs down. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
There we go.
Now I'm going to be an asshole and give a thumbs down. I just did.
Now you're going to stand up.
Okay, I'll go back again. I'm up again. Oh, somebody else did it too. Stop.
Once, yeah.
Turn that frown into a smile. Turn that frown upside down.
Yeah. Hurry.
I shared it. I wait for Tony to approve it.
Man. So, speaking of Van Halen.
Definitely.
No, that guitar Michael just showed is Van Halen, so that counts.
Yeah. And I have your Van Halen guitar, your PV.
Oh.
Tell me a story about that if you want. How many videos did you make on that? Right? No, really. How many videos you make on that?
I don't know. Many. There's many videos on my channel. By the way, go to johnnybean.link. That'll take you to my YouTube, my Twitter, my Facebook, my Instagram, my PayPal. It'll take you everywhere. It'll take you my OnlyFans. It'll take you everywhere. It'll take you everywhere. Everywhere. But no, a few years ago, I was hurting. And I'm like, I have to get rid of this guitar. My favorite guitar in the whole world. I have to get rid of.
Oh, now you're gonna load this shit on me tonight? You fucking bastard!
I cried the last time I played that guitar.
Oh, I hate you right now.
Those are Johnny's tears.
I'm kidding.
Son of a bitch,
dude.
God.
For those of you
myself alive.
For those of you who weren't here earlier,
blood and tears.
For those of you who weren't here earlier, oh my gosh, does Bozique watch your stuff, Tony?
Yeah.
You know Bozique? The Bozique Wolfgang took a dive today and is now
it needs a Bozique fix gang.
Oh, wait a minute. Is that the Chinese?
This is the Japanese one. This is the one everybody is after.
Guess who has a Japanese one?
Everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
I do.
It's terrible.
I got one.
This was my main favorite guitar.
Oh, John,
I'm not kidding. This was my guitar that I was playing all the time. I played this just like literally minutes before it happened. It took a dive, hit the ground, and that was the end. So
what was I mean, obviously it was horror and pain. But what were the first things that went through your mind or out of your mouth when you saw that thing drop and the headstock just was like snap?
Wait, can we take a guess? Curse word or no curse word?
I'm gonna say I know Johnny. I'm gonna say he said fudge. No, you cursed the shit out of it.
No.
I think it was just a loud noise, like
No, it hit the ground. I looked back and I saw it laying there. And normally, you know, that's happened all the time. Not with this, but just, you know, over the years. Normally, where I live here, there's no carpets. That's the difference. So it hit the very, very, very hard ground right there.
Oh yeah, look at that.
I picked it up, and all of a sudden the headstock was tilting. It was tilting. You know,
it was hanging off.
And the springs were pulling it. Yeah,
that's when I looked at it, and I'm like, oh.
I know what he said after he did that.
What was it?
And there it is in the chat.
Bono.
Bonavasich.
I should have said that. Yeah. No carpets, broken stairs. That's right. And I am on OnlyFans. I actually am. I actually do have one. I have to start using it. No, this just happened just hours ago. And so
no carpets, broken stairs. What kind of place do you live in at Beane?
Now, I know I've asked you this in the past, Johnny, but that new EVH guitar, Michael's got one, Jay's got one, Caleb's got one. How accurate relic-wise is that? How close is it?
It's very close. It's very close. The thing is, they released a $25,000 version some years back, so they can't make it exactly like those. And I played one of those too, you know, and it was the best as far as doing all this stuff. It was the best guitar I'd ever played for that.
Your buddy that was on, he has one that was on your show like a bunch of times. He had it the one time.
Mine?
Yes. I was talking to you.
I don't know.
I thought it maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was because it was before these came, or it was before the replicas that like Michael has came out. And he was talking about, I thought he was talking about having one. Maybe he was talking about playing one then.
Oh.
I'm trying to think. Who's your buddy who's also friends with Jason Becker?
You mean Dave? Dave Lopez?
Dave, maybe Lopez. Maybe he was just talking about playing one. I thought he said he had one at one point.
No.
Maybe he said he was playing it then. Okay, I was
He hasn't.
Yeah. Maybe he said he was, maybe he was mentioning he had played it or something then.
Yeah, the new run of the Frankies are so close, but obviously they're, because like Johnny said, $25,000 for one. You cannot get more bang for your buck or closer than the new line of Frankies that came out. I mean, they're just gorgeous guitars, And Johnny, you played one, obviously. I mean, it's not as good as the 25,000 one as far, the neck, but damn it is close. Holy shit, it's close.
It's great. I mean, it's the Stripe series, and every EVH, every EVH gear guitar, the Wolfgang, the Stripe series, whatever it is, every new model is it's better and better. Yeah. And Michael Smith, at the NAMM show, we'd see them and we'd play them, and it's like, wow, these are great.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I mean, and the thing of it is the price point. That's the main thing. They're not asking for $3,000. I mean, you can pay that on certain lines, right? But you can also buy the cheapest that they have, and it's going to be leaps and bounds above the competition. And I'm not just saying that. I mean, look, I don't get paid for this shit. I'm being honest. It is that good.
Yeah.
The guitars that come out on the EVH line are that good, which is freaking amazing when you think about it. But also when you think about Eddie, he lived for music, right? Look at what he's done as far as donating musical instruments to the local area, right? So he went ahead and he, in his soul, he basically had the want to put out stuff that is this good at a price point that most people can afford. You want the high end, you got it, right? $25,000 or whatever. You want the low end, you got it too. The quality on the low end is so good. You're not buying crap.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys this. What's the quality of the one 8 years ago in comparison of last year's model? $25K, how much is last year's model?
I got it from a buddy of mine. I paid, I think I paid $1,600.
They're just under 2,000.
Yeah,
I think they're 2,000 now, but
I think it was $1,600 I paid for it, something like that. 15, 16.
They were, they were originally $1,699, but they went up $200. They're $1,899 now. But you got to pre-order it. If you want it tomorrow, you're gonna pay probably $2,500.
You ain't getting it tomorrow either. That's gonna be nasty.
I mean, about scalpers. If you want to pay on reverb,
I could turn around and pay. I could turn around and sell that for probably at least close to twice what I would never sell. By the way, that thing is probably gonna go in my casket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If you pay $1,900 plus tax, so probably close to $2,000, and you're gonna wait at least 6 to 8 months, I would guess.
Yeah. The wait is insane right now.
But they hit that out of the park. They did a great job. If it's that in demand and they made that many and sold that many,
What's next though? We looked at this year's NAMM stuff and a bunch of no Stripe stuff. Or what's next though?
I would say there's going to be a bass.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
A fairly accurate 5150s would be my dream. In the vein of the Frankie,
I would say you're probably going to see not a Stripe series version, but like $25,000 Frankenstein. You're going to see a 5150 like that. I would say. I would think.
You mean like a production model price, or like a $25,000 one again?
$25,000 one.
Yeah,
that's what I would think.
That'll be cool just to see. That's going to be insane.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. And also, all this stuff, all this stuff is in the works for years.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I took a tour of EVH 7 years ago. I saw everything.
Cool.
I saw them winding the pickups. I saw them You know, I should have got a neck.
Should have got one.
Actually,
Like
I did get pickups.
Rick and Morty travel back in time. I'm gonna need this neck. You know?
Yeah, but no, I saw. I mean, I can't tell you guys what I saw, but I saw basically all the cool stuff, and all the stuff that they put out. It's years in advance. Like when we go to the NAMM show, when we'd be at the NAMM shows, you know, we'd see the brand new guitar. It'd be signed by Eddie. It would say approved, and the date would be like from 2 years previous.
Sure.
You know. So I know there's stuff. There has to be stuff in the works.
Well, I mean, you know,
for
with any
this summer NAMM, I'm thinking we'll see, you know, some of this stuff this summer.
Yeah.
In July, July, whenever that is.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
I mean, when you're dealing with that much money, though, everything moves slowly because you can't afford to F up and make a mistake. Like, it's got to be right. Like, you know, you're not making 2 of them. You're making like 2 million of them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
well, a lot of that stuff is limited. A lot of that stuff is limited. You know,
but I mean, when you're making something like that, it's not like you can say, I want to make it today and do it tomorrow. Like if you're a mom and pop guitar builder, you know what I mean?
Right.
The production line stuff, they have to ramp up the lines. They got to make sure that the CNC is cutting that pattern, that it's doing it right. They got to do the offsets of the margins, and you know.
Yeah, I want to lay eyes on a strike Wolfgang bass. Yeah,
that would be cool.
Yes, sir.
You know, Wolfgang actually said publicly that he wanted a production one, and Fender had they had no interest in it.
Right.
He said that publicly, and somebody from Fender said, "Yeah, we did." They're like, "What are you talking?" Yeah, we do. You know. So now that he's running, you know, that's his company now.
That's suicide for Fender to say we don't want them to. Right. Are you fucking kidding me?
Now just called you out.
Now that's his company, you know, I guarantee you're going to see Wolfgang basses. I think you're going to see more of, you know, because, you know, the stuff that he does, it's, you know, it's more modern rock stuff. And so, like, I think, Jay Hannon, are you listening? You could see a 7-string Wolfgang. I could see all that stuff happening now, you know? And it's cool. I mean, it's great. It's great stuff. Oh, look at that.
Nice.
PV.
The last time I played that guitar, I was crying. There were tears on.
You know.
There's young Johnny Beane tears on that. Wow, that is pretty.
I'm gonna fly out there and kick your ass.
The last time I played that guitar, I was naked.
Oh shit!
I'm kidding.
I don't think I've played that exact one unless you bought it down in Miami, but I played one that same model, same color.
I didn't have that back then. Although it's funny because my main guitar when I was in Miami, you know, the band that I was in, it's such a small, crazy world, man. It's too bad we're 2 hours into this. I could tell you so many. Oh, that's your guitar?
That's how it looked when I got it. Here, you want to see another one? Hold on, it's right here. I can adjust the picture. Wait, maybe not.
Yeah, I can see. That thing was heavily modded, so it wasn't.
But underneath, it wasn't messed up at all. Wait, I gotta go the other way. Hold on.
Man.
By the way, Johnny, the toggle switch sticks, so I want my money back.
But I was able to source all the parts I was missing.
I wasn't the last one to set that guitar up. Just saying.
Oh.
So what I did was
here we go.
The neck and the bridge pickup were correct. They just changed the covers. The middle pickup, I don't know what the hell that is. I think it's an SDS1.
That's a DiMarzio. That's a DiMarzio.
So they put a humbucker in the middle. I don't get why they did that. So I was able to source.
Look at all those switches.
I know. I was able to source pretty much everything original. I had to buy a 69 middle pickup, and I got an original 69 bridge. The jack plate was fine, and I have original volume and tone knobs, but the plastics, if you will, the the pick guard, and no, the pickup covers I have originals, but the knobs and the pick guard are reproductions because I was not going to spend $1,000 for a 69 pick guard. It's not important to me, you know.
I'm glad you repainted that thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll show you one more picture. This is even worse. Wait.
Jay might like that one.
But underneath that headstock, everything was intact. I painstakingly took off like the thinnest layer of paint at a time, hoping it was underneath, and it was right underneath. They just painted over top. And that was the back.
Ouch.
Yeah.
That's...
The crazy thing is underneath that paint, it preserved the neck. So the neck feels super worn in, like, you know, a really old neck should, but the actual wood color is not aged. Now you can see the actual natural finish of it wore off.
Yeah.
Let's see up here, you can kind of see. This obviously was re-lacquered over, but you can kind of see it comes down at a weird angle here, and it's hard to get in the light. But if you look close on the wood, it's not appearing correct on camera, but it's almost it's gray, you know.
Yeah.
See where it stops right there. But they had just literally painted over top of it and preserved the neck, so that was kind of cool.
All right, Johnny. What's your take on that album?
Is everybody still awake?
Yeah.
Fair warning. I think it's awesome. I think it's amazing. The first time I heard that record, that I had the cassette. This was 1987. I was in Oklahoma, the musical. No, I'm just kidding. I was.
Nice.
I want to see your ass dancing around, dude.
I was dancing on top of trains.
Ooh, there we go.
Yeah.
Now we're getting dangerous.
Oh, is that safe? That's not safe, is it?
No. Do not dance to trains.
In Oklahoma, they're like dancing like in front of trains and stuff. Okay.
I've seen multiple bodies after train wrecks. Don't go near them. Been doing this for 32 years.
I don't think people realize it's like a giant bullet coming at you.
The thing about a freight train is they look like they're going slow because it's massive, but they're usually traveling anywhere from 40 to 70 miles an hour. And if you have a 100-car freight train that's loaded, it's going to take you about a mile and a half to stop.
I don't get why people don't understand the basic physics of it. Like,
yeah. Pretty simple, really, when you think about it. Steel wheels on steel rail, all that weight, all that inertia. What's the outcome? Splat.
That kinetic energy's got to go somewhere, and when it has to stop that quickly, it's basically a giant bomb.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, so Tony, there's your public service message from us.
So there's your answer to what you think about fair warning.
Really,
fair warning.
There you go, CK.
Fair warning. Don't fuck with trains.
I love fair warning.
Yeah. So and then all Amtrak trains travel at a minimum of 89 miles an hour. So
minimum.
Yeah. Well, that's. I don't want to get into the detail. That's a tier, but that's what they travel around all the entire country, 89 miles an hour. So don't do it.
Wow.
Let me
wait, I gotta finish this guy's answer. Hang on. CK, yeah, I was in Oklahoma. I went to a 99-cent store. I found the cassette. I brought it back to where I was staying. I was playing it. So I remember the first time hearing Mean Street, hearing all those songs. I could tell you guys the first time I heard every Van Halen record. The format. If it was cassette, LP, CD. I can tell you all that stuff, but anyway, fair warning, it's amazing.
Yeah,
amazing.
Absolutely. I'm
gonna pull out a guitar from left field just because it's cool as fuck and I love it. Check this out.
I've seen that before. Yeah, I've seen that before. I think. Yeah, you showed that before a while back.
Vincent Price.
Nice.
Oh, yep.
Just
That's awesome, dude.
Look at the pendulum, because that's from the pit the pendulum.
Yeah.
Is what it's from. So you got the pendulum going down the fretboard.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I like that they match the theme on the headstock.
Oh, it's so cool. Look at Vincent Price's face. I mean, that is.
Wait, where is it?
Reminds me of like the old 80s Kramer graphic guitars.
Yeah, I went in to put the other guitar away, and I'm like, I got to pull this out because this guitar, and it sounds great too, by the way. It's got an EMG pickup in it, and it's active, which is pretty cool. So get a lot of distortion out of it.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Very nice.
Thank you, Lenny Lou. Yeah, it is cool. I got it on it was on sale because it was sitting around for a while and nobody bought it. So I came in and scooped it up.
They're too scared of it.
Yeah. Actually, they when I went to the place to buy it, they said they sold it twice before, right? But both owners brought it back because of tragic accidents that happened to their family, because of being, a horror themed guitar.
Are you serious?
No, of course I'm not fucking serious. Come on, are you for real?
Johnny.
That's probably true.
It might be. I'll probably die by. Look how pointy this is, by the way. I'm probably gonna be drunk one night, playing this thing and fall on top of it.
That's a lethal weapon.
Like Angus Young. Remember what's the album cover? If you want blood, you got it. When it's going
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to watch yourself around that one.
Yeah. That's shit. That's pointy as hell. Look at that. Yeah, screw me. Good.
Johnny, are you getting good use of that new jacket you got?
Yes. Thank you again, man.
Let me show you. I've got a jacket since then. Let me show you this. Hang on. Be right back.
What was that?
Wasn't Jay's fart.
You saw that, right? Oh my gosh. And then of course he sends us a video of it in even slower motion, right?
Extreme slow motion. Yeah.
Like 1/8 speed. That's great.
Man. Crazy night last night, you guys.
Yes, it was a crazy night.
Good night, Janice.
Good night, Janice.
See you, Janice. Nice to see you. Let me show you this, Johnny. I just got this thing.
Oh, wow.
What did it say, 95, 96?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Leather on the sleeve.
Nice.
That on the back. Yeah.
Is that like a crew
cool.
tour jacket or something?
They sold these at the merch booth.
Oh wow.
That's bad,
on that
man.
tour.
One of my favorite albums in the Hagar era too, man. Balance.
These normally now catch them eBay 400 or 500. I got this for under 100.
Wow. Yeah, I believe
Did you buy it at the show?
No. I bought this a week or so ago.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll give you 200. I had 250, 250, 250, I had 275, 275.
Anybody can I get a 3? Can I get a 3? 3, 325, 3, 3, 325, 325, 325, 350.
Since this is your Van Halen show kind of breakout, this is the last one I'm going to do.
Let's see it. Hang on.
Nice.
Let me find my cursor here.
Ivory.
Nice.
You just spotlighted the cursor.
That's fucking bullshit, Johnny. Okay, so.
Oh, look at that. Yours has a headstock that's intact. That's amazing.
And this is. See what it's made?
That's what mine looked like earlier today. Man, those are awesome guitars, man. Those are like, that's what sucks. Okay.
Yeah, this neck is stupid. Also, I mean,
it's going to be impossible for me to find another neck for that guitar.
Why is that, Johnny?
Because because the people in the know, they hoard that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, they buy them. They buy them all up. And
this is all. This has the binding and everything. I mean, this is the original shit, man. You know.
Yeah.
And you're right, Johnny. People buy this stuff up.
That's an original first run.
Yep.
Of those guitars, yeah.
What's your plan, though, Johnny?
Well, after this, I'm gonna go to bed.
No.
And then I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. Well,
I mean that neck.
You mean for the guitar? Nothing. Yeah. Well, I might. I do know some people I can maybe get it fixed, I guess.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm poor. I don't have money, so I'm not gonna. I can't pay to get it. Oh, I probably shouldn't have said that. No, I mean, if I can't get it fixed, it'll just be what it is. I mean, you know. But I do know people that could probably fix it, and they'll probably give me a deal. So
you can get that fixed. A professional.
I'll probably go that route at some point. I mean, it's not like.
No, that's the best way to do it, though. Get it fixed so it's original, even though it's been repaired, but it's still original. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the best route. I mean, again, like you said, I mean, I don't know how much somebody be selling a neck. You know,
maybe a neck will end up in your mailbox, Johnny.
Never know, Tony. See, that's the secret. That's why you keep an address in your description of all your videos. You never know. But it was a clean break, so
that's fixable. It's not like it shattered.
No. So
yeah,
and and Bent Tom, you had said Zipkin. You know, Zipkin does that, which I totally forgot about. Maybe because nobody knows this yet. I showed it for the first time tonight on your show. You know, I didn't post that on Instagram or anything yet. You know, once I do that, it's going to be everywhere. You know, everybody's going to see it and be like, "Oh no, what happened?" So I'll show it off Tuesday.
Zipkin can fix that for you.
I'm sure he can. I'm sure he can.
I hope so. Yeah. Yeah.
If not, point you in the right direction. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But other than that, I mean, I'm in no hurry to get it fixed. You know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, as long as you have the two pieces, you can do it when you have the opportunity to in the future. You know.
Yeah. I mean, you only have I like the way you have that lit up. By the way, your guitar display behind you. That's cool.
The guitar more.
Yeah.
I like that feature.
Guitar, I like that. Yeah, exactly.
And it is real. It is real. Yep. People think I'm sitting here pushing buttons, which actually I can. You know, because I'm sitting right here. But no, I do that. That's hooked up with my super chat on my channel. So anytime, you know, a certain color of a certain super chat comes in, it automatically turns to what, whatever it is, but I can actually control it from here, which, I don't, but I can.
Now, what if they come in and they're like the same amount super chat? Does it like automatically just pick another color, or does it stay the same?
If it's the same, it'll stay the same.
No, it goes black.
Like Unchained. Nothing stays, it'll stay
the same.
It goes completely dark.
If you hit the same money.
Unchanged.
Yeah, unchanged. It'll stay the same color.
Unchanged. Until you.
Nah. Don't close the Guitar Moire doors.
But it's
we
cool.
got a lot to talk about on this show on Sundays. Jeez, we got a lot to talk about. A lot. Yes. Excited. I could talk Van Halen around the damn clock. I'm sorry. I could.
Zach Tong, how you doing? I agree with you 100%, Tony. EVH 247.
Yeah, man. You'll hear about all kind of. You'll see all kind of stuff around here. Yeah, absolutely, you will.
I was happy the other day, Tony. I was driving and like windows are down just a little bit because I wanted cool, fresh air, but it was not that warm. And I'm rolling by, and this younger kid, I say kid, but he's probably like just a little bit younger than Johnny, like maybe 20 to 25, And
yeah, that's just a couple of years younger than me.
He's like, what is a Van Halen? I'm like, I don't have the energy for this today. For some,
what is a Van Halen?
No, he said, what is
Van Halen?
Yeah, what is it, Van Halen? And I'm like, I thought he was gonna be smart ass. I'm like, I don't have energy for this today. And he's like, what is it, man? I'm like, yeah, it's Van Halen. He's like, well, turn it up then. I was like, that's awesome. Cool that there's people still getting into it that are of that age range and age group.
Yeah. It's funny because here in Santa Cruz, this isn't Van Halen country.
Yeah.
Santa Cruz, this really is like a small town where I live. It really is. If you look at a map, you'll see I'm right at the water. I'm basically sitting right across the street from me is the ocean, basically. But so it's always good when I see somebody in a Van Halen shirt because it's not every day. It's like not even every, but I mean around here, like in person, like it's very rare.
Yeah.
Very rare. But the other day I was somewhere and somebody saw my license plate holder on my car. It's the official Van Halen striped license plate thing.
I got them on both my cars.
Somebody saw that and they're like, nice Van Halen. Like it was
a Jeep thing.
It was a dude. Like he knew what it was.
Yeah.
He's like, do you play guitar?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. I do a YouTube show talking about Van Halen. He's like, great.
Yeah. I see people with Van Halen shirts. I go up randomly and just hug them. Doesn't always work out, but I do.
Michael, I was at Disney World years ago with my kids, and we're waiting to go just when they opened the Star Wars stuff, like the first time. And I see this guy, and he's got striped, officials like from the store striped shoes on. And I go over and I elbow him, and I said, "Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about that Van Halen stuff." And he was like, "Dude, if you had said anything else, I would have been like, why the hell are you elbowing me? You don't know me." He said, but as soon as you said the Van Halen stuff, he was like, right on,
Yeah.
It's unbelievable that just how powerful music is.
You should have went up to him. You should have gone up to the dude, bumped him, and said, Hagar. Or no, you should have been like, Sharon.
Hey, it ain't Van Halen without David Lee.
Should have gone.
I like all eras. Now,
I love those
Van Halen shirts. Now there is not a Van Halen shirt that I don't have. I don't have these latest ones, but I'm going to wear these each week in order So I'm going to wear the pre-signing shirts first.
That's why you got that on right now.
Wow.
Yep.
The Van Halen 2s, the A80 Invasion, and so on. So you'll see them all in order, week after week after week. So, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, I need to close this down. So
we all do, I think.
You go all you want.
Yeah.
You know? Thank you so much. First of all, thank you so much for inviting me. It's an honor to hop on the show. I had a great time with everybody, man.
To have you. Any week you want to hop back in, you are always welcome, my friend. So
Thank you, brother.
Come as often as you want.
Thank you, my man.
Michael, Michael, jump back in about 30 more minutes.
Well, wait a minute.
We say we're leaving.
Is this like last night we're gonna have another fucking show like 2 seconds after we hang up?
It's amazing that worked, man. Did you guys see what I did last night?
Yeah, tell them about it.
I ran an experiment to where I don't know if this works with other channels. If it does, that'll be cool. But I was able to end our stream last night, our Friday night stream, and send everybody automatically to another live stream I had lined up.
Well, after we leave here, whether you guys know it or not yet, and everybody in the chat, when we leave here, you're automatically going to magically end up on Johnny Beane TV with Jay and Michael and Caleb and John BL and
Paul Marshall
with Paul.
Yep.
How did I get here?
I love it. Fucking love it.
Yeah.
Well, again, thank you. I'm honored to be on the first inaugural show. Yeah. And thank you. This was a blast, man. I had a great time.
Yeah. Michael.
Thank you, Michael.
Johnny. We appreciate it. Always a pleasure. Mr. Tom. And we are going to be back here next Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern to talk more Van Halen. And in the meantime, this young lady's going to make sure we keep our nose clean and everything runs as it should. So I want to ask you one last thing. How did you, on that intro, Johnny, how did you make the drum sound? Was that a track or you just, it kind of reminded me of the drum beat to Everybody Wants Some, maybe?
Wow. No, that was a Echoplex.
Okay.
That was me spinning the knob on the Echoplex to make it loop a bunch of times.
Were you using a real Echoplex?
No, I have used a real one before a couple times, but no, it was the new or the recent Dunlop version.
Those are good, man.
I love them, man.
So is it a what do they call that? A mash technology where you hold it down, it ramps up?
Thank you.
No, or is it on the knob?
It was the knob.
Yeah, that was cool because it sounded like the real thing. I mean, yeah, those are great.
Yeah.
Getting ready to be here.
All right, kids. We are going to get out of here. We appreciate you being here, guys. It's been a blast. We'll see you guys back here next week, right here. Halenville Live. Have a great week, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Whoa. That's the Echoplex right there.
Yep.
Who said that?
Yep. So awesome.
There it is. Yeah. Yeah, it's the Echoplex.